going on, everybody? Welcome to Veve Bros. I'm Grandison Crawford.
And I'm Tony. Get the Omi.
Tony, get the Omi. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about our biggest L's. So with that being said, let's dive in. All right, so in the spirit of the market, which is down, we thought we'd take a little break from everything and talk about some of our decisions that were maybe a little bit questionable. We're going to be each doing like 3 of our biggest L's, just so you know that we like you sometimes make mistakes, and those mistakes can turn into, well, overspending, selling too early, things like that. With that being said, Tony, get the Omi. What was your 3 biggest L's? We'll start with you.
Right off top.
Top.
Donald and Daisy.
D&D.
That damn Donald.
Oh my God.
That damn Donald.
Damn,
well,
what happened?
What it was, I actually sometimes I jumped early. I jumped in too early.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it on the drop.
Uh-huh.
Once they started putting them up on the market, they started like mooning a little bit. And I'm like, man, these things are mooning, bro. But I knew I needed to wait. So I was like, you know what? Don't buy anything as soon as the market opened. Let me wait until at least the end of the day. I should have waited 3 days. You're supposed to wait a couple of days.
You're supposed to wait a little bit.
I talked to you too about it. And he was like, bro, just give it some time. And I was like, nah. Because it was at like 22 and then it got to like 19. And I was like, let me grab it now. I grabbed it then. Once I grabbed it at 1900, boy, that thing ain't seen 1900 since. It just kept dipping and dipping until I sold it at 12, and I lost 700 on that Donald.
Oh my gosh, man! All right, well, that's a big L. I think Donald right now is 400 and something, so you still ended up winning in the long. You know what I mean? True. So big L, big W.
That's true.
In that situation. So I will say,
one. What's yours? Let's go one for one.
Like my biggest L, or are we talking about like we're just going down slowly to get to the cream of the crop? Because I will say C3PO. C3PO, since we're going down, I'm gonna give my biggest L as the third one. But C3PO, I bought it, I think I bought it at like 7 something, and I ended up selling it at 7 something. So I lost money because I was anticipating that the Christmas drops were going to crash the market. Like I was like, ooh, I'm a genius. I just bought this, but if I sell it right now, I'll be able to buy back and get like, 200, 300 gems, because I was just under the impression that the Christmas drops were going to be insane. That week they had announced Deadpool Christmas as the first drop, and I was like, if that's the first one, the 25th is going to be nuts. So and then what happened was I sold it, and there was no dip. There was virtually no dip before Christmas with the golden moments, and it shot all the way up to like 2K. So I lost like $100 on C3PO, and
you missed so much more money. How much money did you?
And missed so much more money, man. Quick math, I mean, like I missed out on potentially, like long run, I missed out on probably like 2 almost 3 G's, because C3PO went up. So yeah, that was a big L. What was your second one?
My second L, kind of the same situation. It was actually my first VV purchase. My first VV purchase was Ultraman.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know nothing about Ultraman at the time. I just know he was the cheapest collectible on the app, and he looked pretty cool. So I was like, all right, he $90. I don't really know too much about this VV stuff, but I see, it's going off a little bit. So let me just buy this one. And I bought Ultraman. And I was like, all right, I got this Ultraman. He looked cool. I caught the common one, the one where he kind of flying on you.
He giving you the Heisman. He giving you the Heisman.
Yeah, he's stiff warming your ass. You know what I mean? I was like, he pretty cool, bro. I think I'm gonna rock out with him. It's my first collectible. I'm gonna rock out with him. And then I started doing a little research on Ultraman, and I was like, oh, I went on Netflix. And I'm like, oh, he got a show on Netflix. Like it's not the old Ultraman, it's the new one. So I'm watching it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, when is it gonna get good, man? This is trash, man. It's trash ass show, man. I was like, you know what? I'm about to sell it off the show. And I was like, you know what? No, let me not sell it off the show because it is a throwback. So I was like, let me YouTube some of the throwback shows.
Yeah.
Boy, if that is not bro.
You hate it.
Bro, I hate it, bro. Like it make the Power Rangers look like Marvel movies now. Like it make the old Power Rangers look like new Marvel movies right now. So bad. So I sold it, and I say about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to a month later, everyone started talking about China this and China that, and he's the Superman of China, and China's about to come to the app. Yeah. And then Ultraman just went crazy. It went from 90 to like 400. I think it was like $400 or $500 for the comic.
It was a lot, man. I think its high was like 900 almost.
I was like, yo, I really missed that.
Yeah, you missed the Ultraman. You wouldn't have bought it though. Even you wouldn't have kept it even if you knew.
No, yeah, I would have kept it. I would have kept
it. Okay.
I would have kept it if I'd have known. Yeah, if I'd have known. They said he was the Superman of China. I didn't know that.
You didn't believe him.
I didn't believe him. I was like, not this show.
No, not this show. Hell no. Nah.
Wait, what you got? What's your second?
All right. So my second one, I'm actually switching the order in my mind. The audience doesn't know what my order is. So the second one is going to be R2D2.
R2D2.
No. The second one is going to be Lady and the Tramp. Lady and the Tramp is my second biggest L because I had bought a Superman for 1.1K gems, and I ended up selling it for 4.2K gems, almost 3. And so all of a sudden I had a bunch of liquid. I was like, yes, it was around the time, it was like a week after Donald and Daisy had come out and Lady and the Tramp had come out. And Donald and Daisy kept going back and forth between 1.5, 1.8. But it was holding steady, and it'd been a week. So normally I wait for a little while until things really lower down. I'm like, okay, this is about the floor of this collectible. Well, Lady and the Tramp kept going from like 1.5 to 1.2. So, you know, me and the squad were looking at it. We're like, all right, well, we got a bunch of gems and we want to get Donald if it hits 1.5, but it wasn't moving down. And we could have just waited. We even said, like, let's wait until the article comes out, because the article was going to be the Triumph motorcycle article. And it did, you know, it took a dip. So what happened was we ended up buying 3 Lady and the Tramps.
Dang.
At 1.2. Excited. We just made a move. We made the best moves. And then it started dipping, and it started dipping way harder than Donald and Daisy. Donald and Daisy hit the price that we bought Lady and the Tramp for. And that would have been like, all right, well, we still got a Donald and Daisy. But right now in the market, Lady and the Tramp is under $300.
Oh, y'all still sitting on those Lady and Tramp?
Still sitting on them. I did at one point in time, maybe I was going to take a loss. I was going to take like an $800 loss on one just to get liquid so I could buy like a Pooh or a Woody. Because to me, I mean, that's still trading up, and I think that they have a faster upside, right? But nah, we still sitting on them, man. And we got the set, but it's not pretty. So that was a big L, man. What about your last one?
I think, like, you know, I think a lot of us are in the same boat where we're sitting on these collectibles that are just dipping.
Right.
And Storm is my last one. Storm is one of those collectibles, you know. Storm I bought, and I was hype about Storm because I got the ultra rare Storm, and I'm like, man, I got her for $700. I'm good. Like, you know, this was my move because I had I made some moves or whatever, and I was able to get enough money to buy 2 of her, 2 Storms. I sold one in time, even though I took like an $80, $100 loss with her. I sold her in a good time. But this one that I got now, I'm still holding on to her. And I mean, what you can get Storm ultra rare right now for like $200 or whatever. So
it's about to hit 100 and something.
It's about to hit 100 and something, and I
Right.
paid $700 for it. So that'll be my third.
That's wild. That's wild. I actually got a storm on the drop, and I thought I was being clever because I didn't get the collectible in time, so I put it on the auction house. And I was like, people are just gonna buy it. People are just gonna buy it. It's gonna keep going up into thousands of dollars. For some reason, I thought that that's how it worked. I've seen it happen, but you don't have to actually buy on the auction house. And so then I ended up selling it and bought back in, made like 2-something gems after the fees off of it. But then it went down to 200. So, I mean, that wasn't a big L for me, but so my last one, this is an L in terms of unseen profits. So I mentioned R2D2, I got that and I had C3PO at the same time. And for some reason, I was just like, those will get me the highest liquid. I need to get ready for Christmas. I'm gonna just sell those, even though I just got them. I should have sold anything else, literally anything else, because I got the rest of the golden moments on the drop. So I would have been 100% profit. There was no reason to sell those two things, but I was like, they're high, they're gonna dip because they just came out, right? So I sell it. I bought it at like 1.6. I think I ended up selling it for like 1.5 something, like 1.599K. And the dip didn't happen again. And then slowly R2D2 just like over the next few months shot up to, somebody sold one for 10K. So I could have almost 10x'd my money with R2D2 and one of the most coveted golden moments to this date with the set. But it was trying to think, oh, Christmas is gonna be crazy, man.
You done got some Groots.
I got some Groots and some
got some dancing Groots.
Coca-Cola snow globes and stuff, man. I
got the snow globe and Groot.
Like, bro, I got dancing Groot, man. I saw R2D2 and C3PO. So, that was my biggest L, man. But man, just to close out the video, you know, the market's low. Let us know your biggest L's in the comments. Just put the collectible that you lost the most on. That being said, definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel to support us. I'm Grandison Crawford.
And I'm Tony. Get the ecomi.
We're Veve Bros, and we'll see you when we're looking at you. Peace.